Thank you for that, Chris, and good afternoon to all of you. I'm Alex Wood in for Katie Tour, and indeed we are following this breaking news out of the University of North Carolina, where shots have reportedly been fired. Police officials say an armed and dangerous person is on or near that campus, and right now students are being told to shelter in place. Authorities have just released this photo. It came out just moments ago. This is the man they are describing as a person of interest. They do not know his location at this time, but they do describe him as a person of interest. That may be because this has been an ongoing situation for the better part of 2 hours now. The first call coming in at 1:03 p.m. Eastern time that something was amiss and that there was a dangerous person on that campus. Joining me right now, NBC News correspondent Julia Ainsley. Julia, welcome. Let's talk about what's happening there. We just have this person of interest. What else do we know?
That's right. This is the second week of classes for students at UNC Chapel Hill. This alert went out around 1 o'clock to students and residents in Chapel Hill, telling them to shelter in place. No injuries reported at this time. I need to underline that. But we know that this incident was around the Caudill Labs area on campus, around the Bell Tower area. That area went into immediate lockdown, and they're telling students and residents to remain in place. In fact, around 1 o'clock, they even said, stay away from doors and windows. There was a period of time where we thought that the suspect was in custody. That appears to have changed. They now say that this person is at large, and they posted that picture saying this is a person of interest in the armed and dangerous person situation. They're not calling it a shooting at this point. There have been reports that there was at least one shot fired. But as far as what police are calling this at this point is that they have a suspect at large, a person of interest at large, rather, in an armed and dangerous person situation. They're telling everyone to keep their distance from this person and to call 911. Again, just a week after these students got back into the classrooms, Alex.
It's an extraordinary thing because you think about the campus there. It is really the size of a city. In fact, the population on that campus, 19,743 undergraduates, add to that graduate students. This lab area that you're referring to, Julia, do we know in what quadrant of that campus it is? I mean, is it the north side, south side? Because this is not all that far from Raleigh.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I'm from Raleigh. I've spent a lot of time in UNC on that campus. This appears to be closer to the south side of campus, but you're right. UNC Chapel Hill, that college campus is integrated into the city. And so there are parts where you'll pass by residential neighborhoods before you get to a class building or a gym, any other sort of situation that might be another building on campus. It's really integrated into the city, which is why not only students, but also residents of Chapel Hill are on lockdown. And because that first alert, as you pointed out, went out about 2 hours ago, it's not clear where exactly the suspect might be at this point, but they are telling people to keep their distance and to call 911, Alex. But
well,
it does present a scary situation.
It absolutely does. And the problem is at a campus, it's a large campus to house that many students. I believe 729 acres comprise that campus. So it's a huge area for police, both those who may be joining from Raleigh and those there at University of North Carolina campus police.